Hello there everyone, this is Aiyon Mark III and welcome to a little early access game called Factory Town. Yes, find something interesting, spot it going for the cheap, grab it. So, Factory Town. If you recall Factorio, a factory style game, this is a similar kind of thing. You build your factory, you make the goods, you do something with the goods, question mark, and profit. However, this one's got more of a fantasy kind of vibe, and you're building a village, which you will then automate the heck out of. So, let's begin. We've got a whole bunch of scenarios. We've got starting biomes, so you can create different kinds of terrain if you want to. Though we've also got a whole bunch of different options in here, along with map size. Let's go for a large map, I suppose. Got to be aware of my system's limitations, after all. Auto place the base. I'll leave that on. Also place base puts it in the middle of the map. Just smooth the starting area off. So, yep. Okay, and let's go ahead. I think I'm just going to be chilling with this, so because of that, I'm not going to take mountains or a volcano or things like that. I'm just going to click on plains and rivers a couple of times, so get a couple of generations. Ooh, it's nice flattish area near where I start there, because I start right behind the thing here. So I'll take this one. Yes. Now, full disclosure, I have played through the tutorial of this, and then that's as far as I've gone. So I know the early game okay. Late game, where you get to experiment and go your own routes, not so much. So, let us begin. Tips. Chutes are handy ways to transport goods long distances. Note that only some items, mostly natural resources, will roll down chutes. Also, you may need to rotate chute pieces to ensure that rolled items travel in the correct direction when they reach an intersection. So, I like this, because chutes are like a really old style technology, but they are still a useful thing. Once you get some wood, that is. But let's have a look-see. Here's the tutorial popped up on the side. Yeah, I think I can work with this. If need be, I can always terraform as well. But let's begin. We start off with our beginning base, which will hold 4 different kinds of resources. Though as we level it up, we will upgrade. I'm going to preempt it now by putting a filter on that. And say stone brick only. I like to have like a stack of resources in my base, and then that's that. I will, however, tell 3 people to start bringing in lumber immediately. Actually, that might have been a slight mistake, because I didn't realise there was a massive slope there. You know what, you 3, go over there instead. Get it over there. And the 4th worker can just gather some stone. Oh, I couldn't reorder. I can only give 1 order at a time, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so there is a drag select kind of tool to help you select things, but you can only select 1 at a time. Right. We have lumber, we have stone starting to flow into our filtered inventory. So, that's the gathering wood tutorial stage got. Next stage, build a house. Houses increase your population limit, allowing you to create more workers and buildings. What I honestly hope for this game is that they will actually have people living in your village, or try to. Because right now it's just like place a building and you get a magic pop limit. But that might mess with the automation, so I don't know. It's something I hope to see, rather than anything else. But right now I'm looking for a flat spot to throw down a house. I'm almost tempted to say over here, but there's a lot of resources and things in the way. This is a relatively open spot. And by the way, I'm saying and thinking this way with an eye towards future automation. Actually, this is relatively close. Yeah, let's do this. I will put you here. It says, by the way, it's very helpful to place your first houses near a source of food like grain. And that's because of how you use the resources you gather. I think let's put it along here. As a note, by the way, once the building's down, you can't change where you put it. So I'm just going to start like that. Got 3 houses starting to go up, and yes, I am deliberately spacing them for future placement because I've got a thought on how I want to try and make this place. Also, before I continue, I should probably say Aiyon's Folly. Yes. Since I do still really like that name, thank you again, Epic00 for that one. Aiyon's Folly is probably what I'm going to use as a main location name for quite a while, because I am a complete dumbass sometimes. And oh, don't I know it. Okay, so yeah. I've got these little guys running around gathering food and throwing it into these houses, and they are generating silver coins. Sorry, gold coins. No, yellow. They look like gold, but they are just plain yellow. And that's my first currency type. So I've placed 2 workers. I've already got 4 running, so I've skipped that tutorial step. At least it's a smart tutorial. It recognises if you've already done a thing. Now, the thing is they're running around like that, but I can speed them up by putting down paths, which I will do now. And yes, I'm doubling the path up. But as it is, when there's no path, workers take 1 grid completely by themselves, but if they move onto a path, they actually take 1/4 of a grid, and you can have 4 workers on the same spot at once, as well as moving faster. So yeah. Why are you going to that one? Oh, it redid the pathing, so it's like, there's a house there, let's go ahead and send it that way. Yeah, look at this, I've got multiple people going, they're swapping around. I don't know why they do that now, but I think there's a recent update, like they will swap destinations sometimes if it's going to the same type of destination, but I don't know the rules of it. Right, building a path. I built a path, it used logs to do so, but that is a faster means of travel. Thank you. Right, lumber mill. Lumber mills turn wood into planks, which is the 3rd resource there, or that one there, which is refined wood. Buildings. Actually, it starts with the lumber mill down here, so you don't have to collect buildings, which is down the corner. There we go. My only issue with the tutorial is it actually forces you to do the tutorial. Silly, I know, but well, how I mean is, it literally forces you to do the tutorial, as in it locks a bunch of stuff behind. Let's remove that path there. It locks a bunch of stuff behind the tutorial system. There we go. So just by putting that down, I've got a bunch of unlocks. At least it feels like it locks a bunch of stuff behind the tutorial system. And I'm pretty sure it does, because it unlocks things as you click through the tutorial. While there is a load of stuff that's building dependent, I'm okay with that, but tutorial is like an arbitrary thing, and I wish there was a way to skip it. If there is, I don't know about it. Anyway, we've got our first production one, a lumber mill. Production buildings often have multiple recipes. You can choose which ones to activate. Yeah, you can control click in recipe selection, and it will pick, and it'll let you like make several things, but it will split the building's production between them. In this case, I'm going to be making lumber, so I need to select it. I can either select this and press recipe in the bottom, or because there's no recipe, I can just click this big floating problem icon, and it'll bring it up immediately. I'll check planks and close it, so that'll make planks. Now I just need to get it working. Supply wood to the lumber mill, and then it'll supply planks, and I need to put the planks into storage so I can use them. So a couple more workers. And now, because my base has lumber and stone in storage, I can choose either all outputs, or wood, or stone, so I can tell it to do something specific. And I want you to bring that to there. So as you can see, he's grabbing logs, taking them over there. And then I want you to take just the lumber out to there. And that's because there is, of course, another recipe in there which we'll be using soon. But I am going to use it for the same one, just for compactness to start out. So, next tutorial step, please. Upgrade house. Houses can be upgraded to increase the population limit. So, basically, we're taking up the houses. It lets them accept a bigger variety of stuff, and more stuff more quickly, and increases the pop, but the cost also escalates every time as well. But in this case, it's only 10 yellow and 5 planks to do so, so there we go. Unfortunately, there's no visual change yet, but I think that might change in development. Either that or it takes a high-level house to change. I don't know. Anyway, check. Next, upgrade your base. Your base can be upgraded to increase your house limit as well as your storage capacity. Hit the upgrade button. Note, if you don't have enough happiness, build more houses and supply them with food. So yeah, the more types of things you supply around the place, the more happiness you get up here. Happiness, if you get high enough, does give bonuses to your output as well. So it's good to have anyway. To upgrade my base, I require 4 happiness. I need 10 planks. That's what I'm short on. I've got 20 stone already because I already have someone working on that, and I've got yellow coins. Here we go. So, when I upgrade it, it will add another 4 slots to my inventory. It will also increase how much each stack can hold. But I don't want it to mess up, so I'm going to actually hit space and pause the game. And then I can hit upgrade and it'll upgrade it still. And so that's all there, but no one's moving anything at the moment. And that's so that I can come in and just lock these tiles with magic rail tiles like that, because there's no way in hell I can make those this early. They are very advanced. So I just use that to like bar those slots, so when these slots get full, it won't overflow into the next slot, because then I won't be able to do anything with them. I wish there was an option to have those things locked when they open, but there isn't, as again, unless I've just not found it, so that'll have to do. Aiyon's Folly is coming along quite nicely. By the way, I think this is a manor house we've got, or at least some kind of, it says base. It looks a bit fancy though, so I don't know, maybe I'm a lord of Aiyon's Folly. Anyway, sorry. Moving on, I was getting distracted. Market. Markets can be loaded with items, and then nearby houses will automatically buy from them. It's much more efficient and convenient to deliver goods to than delivering goods to words. Delivering goods to individual houses. Build menu, buildings. So yeah, this is an option for like bringing life to the village, kind of. Like you could have people living in the houses go out and get the stuff from the markets, instead of what it is right now, which is automatically do it. That means you'd have to have paths around the place though, which might interfere with some people, or some base layouts and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'll pop it there, recess it slightly against that. So yeah, there we go. We have ourselves a food market, and ooh, the workers are already going to it. So the food market and other markets later will store a resource in the inventory, and then it'll, every time a building within reach needs it, it'll automatically cycle. And so, as you can see, no one's bringing food to these houses, but they are still getting supplied because of that market. Build a grain mill. Grain mills turn grain into flour, which can be sold for a higher price and is an ingredient in other goods. So this is starting to teach us about the refining. Grain mill. 1 worker, 30 yellow, 10 stone, 10 lumber. I'll actually start to lay down a chute, I think. That'd be a good idea. Let's put this thing as soon as people get out of the way. Get out of the way, peons! Come on, out of the way. There we go. Right, grain mill. I've deliberately put that there, by the way. I'm going to move it later. You can always dismantle and relocate your buildings. But you want to produce flour, because that's the higher value goods to be selling. You will deliver flour to there. And I am now going to tear up the path from this guy's front yard. Don't worry, I've got a good reason. And that reason is, I am going to deploy a chute. Admittedly, it's going to get in the way one heck of a lot. But that is entirely acceptable, at least at the moment, because it's just until this particular grain field is gone. And I think I'm out of planks, aren't I? Yes, I was. By the way, I think if there is free space, it does automatically restore a resource. Let's delete this one and see. Yeah, if there's available storage space, it will let you have a resource come back. But there we go. So I've done that. You will now drop that onto that. Same with you. And same with you. and suddenly they don't have to walk. They are gathering the grain. I don't know why they're gathering it from over there, but okay. Come on, take that there. I'm also going to lay path around that because, of course, you know, increased density of where people can be and lets them move faster. Like, I can actually take this one, move you over here, and then you take from that one. See? And suddenly they are working a lot more efficiently. They're throwing that into the chute. The chute is taking it to the grain mill. By the way, the chutes are like velocity as well. They get faster if you send them down a slope. They slow down a lot. Well, I think way too much as it is, but they slow down when they hit a corner. And they can't go upwards at all. So it is very much a gravity-fed system. But as you can see, it's all being fed into the flour mill. The flour mill is making the flour. This worker here is just standing next to it going, ooh, that's a bag of flour ready. I'll just pick that up and put it down next to me. A very fulfilling life, I think. Now he doesn't even have to move at all. Oh, that guy's going to get so bored so fast. Okay, sell the flour. Done. Build a workshop. Okay. So let's see, I've only got 2 worker capacity left. I need to do more than that, so I'm actually going to put down another one here. Grab planks from there and put into the lumber mill. Whoops, I told him to grab the wrong thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. No, it's you. You. Come here. I want you to bring lumber over there. So yeah, I accidentally told it to bring the wrong resource to it. It would probably have automatically decided, oh, that place needs logs if I just like right-clicked and dragged. So I think they're smart enough for that. I just be more specific. Anyway, notice that my resource lines are moving back away from my base at least a little bit. So I'm going to install some stuff here. You mine onto that and drop it on there. Okay. And you guys are also having a few issues. Your travel time is slowly increasing as you deplete the resources, so I'm going to move that one there. As a note, by the way, as you extend the chute, they don't automatically move on. They'll keep going back to this particular one, so I have to reassign them. So there is still some things needed, but there we go. Much faster, much more efficient. Nothing I can do about that one, though, unless I put like a chute from here. Actually, I want that space for something else in a little while, so I'm not going to. I'm going to move this chute eventually as well. But yeah, okay. The grain mill's backed up. And I think is that because the inventory's full? No, it's just stopped delivering. There we go. Oh, it's because the grain is coming in so fast, it can't actually keep up. Fine. So this single grain mill is being overflowed by these guys. You can be deleted. Delete the person. That's fine. What I need is more people. So let's go ahead and upgrade the houses because I was just tinkering around with the lumber supply. Then I used the lumber supply to lay down these chutes. So yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to have to flatten terrain a bit here, aren't I? Yes, I am. I want to like build out this way, but there's a mountain in the way. I don't really want to. I am the lord of this land. I don't want hills. Well, though actually hills would make character for the place. It's just I don't know. I find it a bit untidy. Oh well, I'll figure that out when I come to it. But for now, I do need more houses. So let's see. If I put one there, one there. I put one there. 3, 4, one there. These are within the delivery range though, so they'll be fine. See what I mean about the market just taking care of it all? And I think I'll just lower the terrain slightly here, just so it's nice and flat. There we go. And put down one last house here. Ta-da! These people are living on pure, unrefined, sorry, it is refined, pure, unfiltered flour. They live on flowers. Definitely. Alright, let's see. Build a workshop. Right, I got distracted, but let's go ahead and continue. For this, I want somewhere near water, near trees, and near grain. Don't worry, there is a reason for that insanity. So water, trees, and a very small amount of grain. Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, that's because I'm going to basically create a starter location, which is going to help to fuel a few things, and then I'm going to expand it later. So that's a 3, space 3, space 3. Okay. Space 1, 2, 3. Oh. You know what, I'm going to put it... Hell with it, I'm going to put it there. Right, you are making planks as well, for local consumption only. You will bring those logs to here. So I'm not even going to bother advancing this thing very much. It's just going to be doing a thing. So let's do what it wants. Let's actually get a workshop up. We need 10 planks for that one. Okay. Why is my plank production so bad? You're bringing logs, you're bringing logs, you're bringing out planks. Why are you... Why is that work... I think that... I don't know how, but I managed to confuse this worker. They are taking planks from here to here, and then they're taking planks from here to here. I am honestly not sure how I managed to do that. I am quite impressed with myself. I think they must have realised there was a worker bringing planks that way as well, so they thought, you know what, I'll jump on that job as well since I'm working with planks. And it's like, okay, sure. Not quite what I wanted, but hey, there you go. At least these guys are still happy over here, though. Oh, the backlog's gone, though. I want to harvest this stuff here, so I'll get someone working on that. And I think I'll try and work on around the hill. See how it turns out. Okay, back to what I was doing. Where have I put it? There it is, over there. Right, since I'm actually getting planks again, hurrah. And by the way, these ones don't count because they are in the production building. So, what I want is a workshop, which I will place. Let's see. There, there, and there. So there we go. Workshop unlocked. Barn, stonemason, fence, half stairs, and wagons. The goal of this exercise is actually to get to the wagon. So we'll go on and tell this place to start building wooden wheels. You will be bringing in timber from there to the workshop. And I'll place a path there. So there we go. Really nice, really quick. But it takes 2 planks to make a wheel, it takes 2 wood to make a plank, and then to actually get access to that in our storage, we can now build a barn which has 4 inventory slots. It's like there we go. It's like a mini version of our base in that regard. So 4 slots, and again it lacks a filter. So what happens if I install a filter here? Nothing. That just filters anything that tries to come into the barn. Again, not what I want. I'd prefer if I could individually set these things. So, what I want is wooden wheels. Check. What I want is fertilizer. Check. What I want is grain. This is why I wanted it to be near grain, just so I can get a little bit into a storage. So check. And I want cloth. Check. I might have to build... I'm going to have to build another barn, aren't I? Okay. There we go. We've got a barn. We will need 2 more people. You bring wooden wheels from there to there. And you bring grain to that barn. Don't worry. You'll find out why I'm gathering that little bit of grain there. It's pretty soon. For now, though, we just need to get the wagons up. We've got plenty of wheels. Okay, so wagon is a more advanced form of worker in some respects, which is good. I like it that way. It's a side grade, not an upgrade. We don't have anywhere where I'd actually want to use a wagon, but we can always relocate it or delete it if required. So, build, workers, wagon. A wagon moves faster than a regular worker, and it carries up to 4 things at once. However, it goes a fair bit slower on rough terrain, but it's really good on roads. And it also can't harvest stuff, so they couldn't gather natural resources. Wagons are really more of a move one thing from this place and put it in that place over there kind of thing. Also, I've just realised I've been building around a coal deposit. Eesh. I need to do something about that. Okay. I can always move it later if I need to, but I don't really want to get rid of it. So that's why I'm going to put down at least for now, a new barn here, which would be a spot for a house. Unless I've completely messed up. I actually have. Whoops. I've got these out of line. Oh, well, it's that quote-unquote natural development kind of thing, isn't it? I'll just put the barn next to them. There we go, yeah. And I'll install a chute. There, I'll install a pit path there, and I'll put some prisoners in it. Oh, I can't actually spawn them straight into that. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to start harvesting this coal as fast as I can, just trying to get rid of it. But this is going to be like hundreds and hundreds of coal, so it's like, you know, I can only store so much of it because I think a barn is tapped out at 200, so we can't even store one of those. So we're going to have to put it with having a coal deposit in the middle of town for the time being. Build a stonemason. Okay. Technically, I could have done this a bit sooner, but I did not actually do that. Okay. Oh, look, 300, you're full. Right. You move over here. I could have built the stonemason a little bit sooner, but it unlocked when I built the workshop. Also, I need a person for it. Whoops. Upgrade. Give me a better house. So, the stonemason is that 4th resource, the one I set into my place at the beginning. I need to delete the path. There we go. And I can put that there. And as you can see, it's now unlocking stone structures. Well, road, stone walls, stone ramps and bridges and benches and things. So more decorations, more things. And I'm going to install a new road. There's the chute. You are going to mine and drop it onto the chute. You are going to mine and drop it straight onto the workshop, which is going to be building stone brick. Okay. And that's required for the next upgrade. But it'll take time to build up because each one requires, you know, actually 4 stone to complete. So I'm going to have to push an upgrade and get some more people out into Aiyon Folly. Okay. I'll pop one there. Don't worry, this is still like, since I don't know the tools and things I can use later on, sometimes it may look a bit ugly, like, I'm not too happy with having this arrangement over here. Oh, you already done? Okay, delete you. It's a bit ugly having it all like this, but at the same time, you know, it's like, you need these initial resources, and then you can use those resources to build something better, and then it escalates from there. So, like, I've got the grain mill here, I'm going to move that. I'm going to actually tear out this thing fairly soon. I've just got to get it past all this stuff, so it's like, you know. And then I've got this, which I've realised I'm going to have to work around because I don't want to actually delete the resources. So, yeah. I can't bend nature to my whim, but I can give it a darn good try. So, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you some other time. If you like the video, feel free to leave a like down below. Feel free to comment. subscribe, shout at me for being an idiot, tell me the optimal ways to lay out a base, things like that. It's entirely up to you what kind of communication you might want to try and have. But yeah, this has been Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you all some other time. See you later.